Hello, crafty friends. Um, yeah, I'm not doing a live today because I have some plans. And so I just wanted to do a video ahead of time and to share it with you guys while I'm away. So I had a different project planned for today, but then yesterday I went Christmas shopping and I realized that I have no a good way to save my receipts. And I wanted to do something, vintage, something sweet, something that when I'm done with the season too, that I can put it in a junk journal. And so I was thinking about it last night and I thought, wow, wouldn't it be nice to make like a little like folder almost with a pocket to put my receipts in, which I think I'll use this CD cover here. And then also take some vintage paper or some old books or whatever and create a nice little open fold with it. And yeah, maybe use some paper, some line papers, or some tea dyed papers to serve as a notepad. So I don't know if I'm going to use any of these delicious papers I recently tea dyed. I had the best tea dyeing session 2 weeks ago, and my papers turned out fabulous. I love the way my papers turned out. I had a little bit of tea left, and so I also tea dyed some bright, ooh, my cat stepped on that, but that's okay. Some bright copier paper that I picked up. Um, yeah, so I created all of these papers. Isn't that incredible? So I don't know if I'm going to use these or if I'm going to go bright and use this paper. This paper was given to me, I think, and it's perfect line paper to write notes on. So I guess when we get to that part of the project, we'll just figure out what we're going to do. I'm kind of leaning towards this paper right now just because I like the looks of it, but who knows? So I just gathered a whole bunch of stuff that I think might work. Again, I have two of these CD envelopes. I don't know if I'm going to use a tea-dyed one or a regular one. I picked up some cards, which sounds funny because I make cards at a vintage or a thrift store. And so I didn't know if I'd use any of these. I really like the envelope. But then I also found some, what do you call it? Some old Christmas books, some children's books. And like, for example, this one, I didn't know if I'd use this one or this, but I think I'm going to use the Rudolph. I picked up a whole bunch of stuff at this store, like old Christmas paper, and some more of the golden books. Like, these books are great for upcycling. And yeah, but I think, you know what? I already cut this one to size, this Rudolph, and he just makes me happy. And so I think we'll use this. I grabbed some envelopes. These are what size? What size are these? These are 5 5/8, maybe 5 5 5/8. It should be square. Yep. My friends and I, we had a craft sale last weekend, and my friend had this in the giveaway pile. So I grabbed this sheet. I really like this. I think both sides would look nice. What else do I have? Oh, and I went to a crop a couple weeks ago, and I picked up this collection from Simple Stories. It's really nice, so I'll probably use some papers from this too, or some of the details. I really like them. So what I've already done is I've cut this Rudolph to size. Like, look at that. Like, that is just great, and it'll make me happy every time I pull this out of my purse to stick a receipt in or to look at my notes. So I'm going to go with Rudolph on the front there. So I'm going to set this aside. And, oh yeah, I got to make sure that fits. Yes, it does. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go with the standard way of putting in the envelopes, or how I join them together. So you open up both tabs and you slide one inside of the other. And after you glue it down, you have a nice little envelope, like, or a little, I don't know, folder like this. Now, if you do plan on making a thicker paper pad to put in here, then you might want to separate them just a little bit and then add a strip of paper along there, which is what I plan on doing. So let me grab my scoreboard because I want to make sure I'm going in the right spot. So I'm going to score each of these about 1/4 inch past the fold line there. And yeah, so like when Christmas season is done, then what I'll do is I'll just put this in a Christmas junk journal, like just tuck it into a pocket or something, and then I will have a nice little addition to my junk journal. Make sure it's nice and tight there. That's good. Make a nice little gift for someone. That would be really envelope. Ooh, that dried out. Oh no. Okay. So I will take a pin to that later. I'll use this one. So I'm just going all the way around there. Maybe I'll put a little bit more in the middle. Close that so that that doesn't dry out. So I'm just going to make sure that these are lined up together here in this fold. And just make sure that, which I'm not. There we go. That's pretty good. Just make sure that's lined up well, which it is. Oh, it's pretty good. Put in just a little bit more. Okay, that's good. And then now I'll put glue along this the spine there, and then along the flap. I have been leaving my glue open way too long recently. I've been making a whole bunch of cards, and last week, even though I'm not at the same company that I worked at, I left the company I worked at in April of this year. I'm working for a new company, and I was at my old job for 18 years. And yeah, it was nothing against people that I worked with. They're great people. But I started a new job. I'm still in touch with the people at my last job. So last week, my friend Rebecca and I, we each made a holiday card, and we invited anyone in the company that wanted to join in to meet us in the lunchroom, and we made cards together. So that was really nice. It was nice to hang out with my friends again and to get crafty too. So I really enjoyed that. So it's definitely been a card making couple of weeks, just prepping for that. So I'm just going to go around the edge of this with Vintage Photo. I just want to give it that vintage look. Yeah, so they had a great time. At least it seemed like they did. We laughed and, created together, and we ended up making a postage holiday card. We used some of the dies and stencils from Waffle Flower, so that was nice. And yeah, they invited me to the Christmas party. The company Christmas party. So I don't know if I can go to that or not. It'd be nice if I could, but it just depends. It's such a busy time of year. And then next week, my friends, my crafty friends and I, there are 4 of us that we're pretty tight. And so next Sunday, we are heading out to the valley here in, I don't know if that's called the valley or not, but we're in Nova Scotia, and we're heading to this craft store that's in Windsor, Nova Scotia. It's called My Stamping Studio. So we are going there, and we're going to have lunch and just, just have a good time. So now that I'm looking at this, I want to put a piece of paper here and along here, just so it doesn't look so clunky. Or I might even put some washi tape. I wonder if I have some cute washi tape that would go there. Or, I could use the edge of this envelope, cut that in half. I think I'll do that. Because I think I'm going to use that side there. Because I don't think I'll use this envelope. If I do use it, it'll just be in a junk journal anyway. Oh, I should cut this in half here. Okay, so I'll cut that edge. And I say this was 5 5/8, so I'll go right there. And then I will just cut this in half. How wide is this? This is 1.5 inches. Ugh, okay. So that'll be right there. Oh, that can't be right. Oh, no. Right there. And I just moved it. It's a small piece of paper. Yeah, maybe I should just do that on the outside and do a different one in the middle. How does that look on the outside? Oh, it looks cute. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on there. Wow, I do not know how to cut well. I thought it was 5 5/8, but I guess not. So let's grab another piece of paper from somewhere. Oh, you know what? I'll just pull it from a book. Find one with a lot of text on it. Well, that one does have a lot of text. And then I will grab one for the inside. There we go. Let's see. I should measure this one more time too. Yeah, it was 5 3/4. I'll go 5 3/4. And then I'll cut off some of this trim here. So how wide is this? This is, it's almost 4. So how do I do 2 and 2? There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. And then I will go ahead and score these. Okay. So I'll find the center. Just right around there. So I'm just going to lightly score this so I don't ruin the paper. There we go. Don't you just love using up scraps? Now again, if you, I'm doing this because I don't know how big my notepad's going to be. So that's why I'm going with the 1/4 inch spine on it. But if you just go direct without the spine, then you don't have to worry about this part. And I think I'll just use my glue stick on this. See, this is why you always save, well, not always, but this is why you save some books so that you can use the pages for stuff like this. And I don't plan on using those pockets, which is why this works out too. Oops. I shouldn't have laid it down first. I should have done one side here, and then put the other side in. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, whoops. I can definitely tell I don't have glue down there. Okay. So I'm going to do this first. Lay that down. If you have washi tape, you know, this would look good with washi tape too. Probably should have pulled out my washi tape, but I didn't want to go through that because it's kind of a hassle where my washi tape's at right now. Okay, so I've got that. And now let's put this. Oh my gosh, that looks cute already. I'm glad I put that edging there. So I'm just going to go around this just lightly. You don't have to do this. I just like the way it looks. Oh, I didn't do a good job right there. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put that on just like that, but I'm going to go around the image. So when I went to this thrift shop, I started to go through the kids' books, and I found these Christmas books there. And they had 2 of the Rudolphs, and I thought, you know what, I'm getting both of them. They're both old, and yeah, I thought they'd look really good on a holiday junk journal. So I looked, and the images in both the books are almost identical. And one was made, this one's from 1972, and the other one's from the 50s. So yeah, that was kind of cool seeing that. Should I go with a glue stick again? Yeah, I'm going to go with tape. I usually don't go with tape on stuff like this, but I just really want to. It'll just make it go a little bit quicker. Let's see. Put that on right there. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick measurement of this because train. I don't know if you heard that. 5 3/8. It's probably 5 3/8. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put the back of it on. And I cut both of them just because I know I'll use at least one on the inside. I might use two. So I'll go around the edges again. Yeah, so the place that we went to a couple of weeks ago, I think it was November, it's the weekend of November 4th. I think it was the November 1st to the 4th, I think it was. So it's called the Nick Nook, and they are located in New Brunswick, outside of Moncton. And they are a great little craft store. I don't know if you live in Canada. If you do, I would definitely recommend going to that store if you're in the area, or looking them up online. They're a great store, and the people are super nice. And yeah, they have good prices too. So if you're looking for a good selection, they carry supplies for scrapbooking, card making, and mixed media. And yeah, they have good products. Like I said, the prices are good. They have good sales too. Like they have like weekly sales usually. That's where I picked up the Simple Stories paper that I showed you at the beginning. That's really bothering me. A little bit of glue down. Okay. Okay, so now let's go with the inside. Okay. Yeah. So what I should have done on the inside here, and now it's just going to keep popping up on me. When you do something that's on the inside, you start with the one side, then you go to the spine, and then you go here. And what I mean by go, like doing your adhesive. And I was moving too quick, and I wasn't thinking. So I'm just going to, a little concerned about this. So I'm going to put some tape there. Go like that. There we go. See, now that's right now. I should have done that to begin with. Okay, so I have this. And I have this. This is for the receipts. And I think I don't like the way this is wrinkled, so I'm going to use this guy here. I'm going to just cut this top off. A little bit more. There we go. That's good. Yeah, that looks nice. And then on this side is where my paper pad will be. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. It's probably too much tape, but I just do not want it to fall off. I keep looking up at my screen. I'm so used to looking to see who's here with me during the live. If you are here watching this, then thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And I hope you're liking this project so far. Don't forget to hit a little like button. That really helps get this YouTube channel out there, and it also lets me know that you like this project, and that would be really appreciated. And make sure to leave a comment too, like tell me how many cards you've made this year, or what your projects are that you're working on. What kind of crafty projects are you making for people this year? I would love to know what you guys are doing. There's so many great crafters out there that I love seeing the inspiration from people. I think if I want to go this way, it'd be weird to have, yeah, I think I like it better that way. And you know what? I really like that paper. I think I want to put it on both sides. It's just so cute. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's see. So we'll go here. So it was 5 3/4. I'm just going to go like that. Is that right? For 5 3/4. I'm just going to trim it down just a little bit since it's on a bend. And then we'll go here. Perfect. Yeah, I have not been to any craft sales this year. The one that's usually downtown in Halifax, it's the big one is Christmas at the Forum. And I find that if you don't go on a Friday night, that it's really crowded on the weekend, which that makes sense. But I didn't make it on Friday night, so I didn't make it to the event. But I love seeing what people do. There are so many talented people out there. And why is that too big? Okay. Huh. That's too big. That's 5 3/4. That's not much. 5 3/4. What size is this? Did I do 5 1/4? I did do 5 1/4. Oh my gosh. I need more tea this morning. Let's see, 5 1/4. And then 5 1/4. Perfect. There we go. It doesn't look like the right size. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me this morning? Okay, let's do this again. So this is 5 3/8. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. We're going to do this again. 5 3/8. So you just heard me say goodness gracious. That's my thing. It's better than cursing. It's funny. For my husband's birthday party, we had a barbecue and stuff like that. And I said I'd make cornbread. I love making cornbread. And so I made a huge pan of cornbread, and I used the last of my some of my ingredients on it. And then someone came over, one of our friends came over, and he was fixing our lights. And so I was talking to him, and I did not set the alarm on or I didn't set the timer. And next thing I know, I'm smelling burnt cornbread. And so I ran to the kitchen, I pulled it out, like, oh no. And I was so upset, like so disappointed. And I was like, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. And so like I was saying to myself, and I was like, dag man it. I can't believe I did this. Gosh darn it. And I was like, that's how I was cursing at myself. And I did not realize that my husband and our friend was standing there. And then I hear our friend whisper, is this Kathy Joe upset? And then my husband's just like, yep. And he's like, okay then. it was so it was so silly. Like it's just, yeah, again, it's better than cursing. But yeah, I was made fun of a little bit for that. I like that right there. So what I think I might do is I might just put that on the inside and then maybe like a picture there. Yep, so I use dag man it, gosh darn it, and all those fun little phrases that you learned from Looney Tunes, I guess. That's me. It takes a lot for me to curse sometimes, but yeah. So I think I might put like an image just on the center of that. What are we at here? I don't know which time. It's 32 minutes. Okay, so we're doing well. Oops. Yeah, these little things are so cute. So, yeah, I don't want to use these. I might use one of these images here. I do like that. That's super cute. But I like that little snowman. That little oh, Santa. Santa is perfect to go with the receipts. Santa's shopping. Okay, so I'll just go around that a little bit. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, let's see how my glue's doing. See if that's improved at all. And it has not. I wonder why it's like that. I'm gonna pull this out and see if I can punch that out with a needle. Ah, there we go. There's a glob there that was dried. Okay. So I'll put Santa right in the middle. That is a good Santa. That's a happy Santa. Some of the Santas out there, like you look at them and they're kind of creepy. They're like scary Santas. Like, isn't that cute? I really like that. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on this and attach it that way. I think it'd be difficult using the glue stick, and there's no way I could do it using the tape. So we'll open this from the top. And I'm going to slide him in like this. And just make sure that he's centered on there. Which he is. Hello, Santa. Got glue on the outside, but that's okay. So cute. Okay, so I'm going to put him right there. So I did not put that in very well, this piece, because I was too busy telling my story. But maybe I'll put a border around that or something after this. I'm going to glue him down. That's the... Yeah, I need to get a needle out to clean these. There we go. Put this on right away. Oops. Yeah, so I'll do this, and then maybe I'll just put like a little piece of paper down there, or a doily, not a doily, but some lace or something at the bottom, just to cover up how off I am down there. Yep, so that's cute. Oh yeah, maybe I'll do this. That would look good. Yep, I think I'll do that. It's going to bother me if I don't do it. And there we go. I'm going to measure this twice just to make sure. So this one's 5 1/4. Yeah, I'm cutting this at 5 3/8 just to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, once I put it over the bend of that on the bottom. Yeah. So I'm going to cut just a little bit off of this. There we go. Make it look a little bit older. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks very cool. I like how that looks. Okay, I'm going to use glue again. I use the Nuvo glue a lot. I think it's really good. Except for when I leave the cap off while I'm crafting. But, you know, it sticks well. It's not a bad drying time. Like, it doesn't take too long for it to dry. Gosh, it looks so cute. That looks good. Okay. So I think what I'll do, like just off camera or something. Oh, that's crooked. Okay. There we go. I think that's right now. I'll probably put like little embellishments around there, like holly or something like that, and maybe some text like happy holidays. So let's go ahead and start on this side. We are going to make our little notepad. And I think I will go, almost sneezed. Okay. What a morning. So I think I will go with the vintage paper just because it kind of goes with the theme here. So if it's 5 1/4 wide, if I did 5 and 5 or maybe, should I do 4? 4 1/4 by 4 1/4? How would that look if it was like that? Oh, that's a good size. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cut these in half. This is 8 1/2 by 11. So I'm just going to cut these in half and fold them. You know what, I'll do, tell me what that'd be. That's going to be 8 pages. I think I'll do one more, just make it an even 10. Use this one. Okay, that's pretty good. my bone folder here? No, I'll just keep using my nail. Oh, that looks so cute. Let's see if it's too long. It might be too long. Yep, it is a little bit too long. So what I will do is I'm just going to trim these sheets. You know, I think I'll use my fun scissors here. So how should I make it? Probably 5, I assume. Yeah, 5 is a good size. Or I could just cut it. You know what? No, I am going to use my fun scissors. So I'm going to mark this at 5. We're almost there. If I wasn't so chatty today and making measuring mistakes, this wouldn't have happened. Let's see. Do a line here. Okay. I can do more than one at a time. That would be nice. Let's see if I can. We'll learn something new today. Oh, look at that. See? Learn something new every day. That saves a lot of time. Oh, and I like the way that folded out too. Super cool. I had no idea you could do this. I thought it was always one page at a time. Okay, I'm just going to erase this line. Okay, so, gosh, I like that a lot. That looks nice. Doesn't it look fun? Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so I'm going to put a piece of paper over this. I don't want to use that again. So I'm going to see what small papers there are in here. If there are any. Yeah, I could take a page right out of one of these books. Be nice if there was a Rudolph the Red-Nosed on here. There isn't. Okay, that's okay. See, this is the older one. Don't they look the same? Look at that. That would be fun on there, just cutting that off. Let's see how that looks. So I made this 4 1/4. See if 4 1/4 works. One more time. 4 1/4. Look at that. Okay. So now I can use this paper here to mount this on, just to give it a little bit of strength. Then I could fold that over. Yep, I will do that. I think I might fussy cut that little guy out and put him right there. Yeah, so actually I don't think that's going to be wide enough. I'll grab another sheet of paper. I know I have paper here. Just one second. I've got red paper right behind me and scraps. There we go. Okay, I keep all my scraps in the bin. Oops. It's a good color. It needs to be a little bit more orange though. No, that's good. So I will cut this to there we go. Yep, and I think I might do it like this. And yeah, I'm going to cut the top of the root lump off. Ooh, okay, we're starting to get a little long here, so I'll move a little bit more quickly. Okay, so I'm going to bend this right there. There we go. Okay, then I will use, oops. Yeah, I'm going to use glue again, just to be quick. And I don't know how the tape is going to do with this little bitty piece of paper, especially since it's so old. Okay. Oh, isn't that adorable? Okay, so I'm just going to grab some waxed thread here, and we'll just do a simple two-hole stitch, and oh, that might be enough right there. No, I'm not gonna chance it. Okay, you never know. The way my measuring's going today, I'd rather be sure. Okay, so this is just waxed thread. I like using this. You don't have to use waxed thread. You can use, regular sewing thread or, whatever. I just like using the wax. I do a lot of junk journals and little journals to go into the junk journals, so I find that the wax thread's really good. You know what? I'm just going to pop this aside to that one. There we go. See, I'm using a bigger needle than my awl. I don't know why I did that. There we go. And I'll just have it tie on the outside. No big deal. And what I like about the wax thread too is that because of the wax, it stays, it stays tied really well. So I'm gonna double knot that. There we go. So you don't have to, again, you don't have to thread it either. You could just staple it if you want to. This piece is small enough that you can do that. Whatever you want to do. Trim that off. That is a huge knot. There we go. Root off. Then I'm going to cut him out really quick. Because why not? We'll see how far we can get with this snow that's underneath him. So if I remember correctly, Rudolph, the story, started in Chicago at one of the department stores. And I think it may have been Montgomery Ward, or though it could have been Sears. Like both of those companies were very big in Chicago. And yeah, it was a guy, he wrote a jingle or a song, and then it just evolved from then. It was back in the early 1900s. And there we go. Let's see if he fits on. He doesn't. So I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to make sure that he's on there, and here, and here. Yeah, and yeah, I thought that was neat. I'd always thought that Rudolph, the story, had been around for a long time. I mean, that is a long time, but like a really long time. Did not do a good job cutting that, but let's see how we did there. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, I like that. Okay, just going to trim just a little bit off the bottom because he's a little fussy with the flap coming down. See if that's enough there. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so again, I'm inking, and look at how messy my desk is. Yeah, I think when I was growing up, I think my two favorite shows to watch at Christmas was oh man, was the Rudolph, the claymation one. That's always a hit. And then the one of these needles will clear that out. Or Snoopy. I always loved watching the the Charlie Brown Christmas. At least now I know that comes off. There we go. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to glue this too. I'm going to use tape actually. So I want to make sure that that stays on there. Okay, so now we have the insert done. And so we get to assemble it onto here. Let's see. So I think what I'll do is I will make a little band to hold it into place right there. So this way, if I fill this up, I can just pull that out and yeah, put a new one on. So I will do it like this. Almost done, I promise. Again, this was on the top of my head this last night and this morning. This was a last minute project, so I apologize if it goes long. Okay, so I'm going to do this and make sure that's where I want it at. I think it is. Oh, I want up a little bit more. So I'll go like that. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to use glue again. I wouldn't use tape here because then when I go to pull this out, it might stick to the pages. And you don't want that to happen. And the glue stick might not be strong enough to hold that into place. Actually, I'm pretty confident, 99% confident, that will not hold it into place. Let's see how we're doing here with this. It's a perfect width. Slide that on. Oh, that's so cute. It closes well. I'd like to put something else on here. I'm definitely, oh, we're at 60. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm putting some text on here. Like, why not? We're so close to being done. I want you guys to see what it looks like when it's finished. So I'm just going to take some text from this little kit here. Holidays, that's a cute one. Oh my gosh, these little things are so cute. Oh, look at that, Mary. Nope, okay. I like the Making Spirits braid there. I like the Mary flag. Oh, the rush looks awesome. I like the rush. Oh, that looks good. That would look good there. Put rush behind there. That looks nice. Okay. I think I should own stock in Tim Holtz's vintage photo, if that's a thing, because I go through a lot of it. That looks cute. I'd like to put something here. Yeah, like Holly Jolly is too big. Mary's kind of blends in. I like that, but that's too big too. I don't want to cover him up. Oh, see, that looks good. If I did put the holidays here. No. Yeah, no, I think I might just, I just don't want to cover him up. I don't know what else to do there. Yeah, it's like, I like Mary, but it's just too big. Ooh, I like Christmas. Oh, goes like that. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I just don't want to cover him up. Yeah, that looks good. I'm just going with it. I will probably do some more things to this after I stop. But right now, that's what's going there. Okay, so that is that. We're at 1:04. I apologize for the length of this, but like really, that's perfect. So I'll be able to put my little, what do you call it, receipts in here, which will be nice. Any of my to-do lists or things left to buy or things I have to prep for is going to go here. And then I'll just keep this in my purse. And yeah, I really like this. This is super cute. You don't have to go into this much detail, the detail that I went into, but yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I really hope it inspires you, and that maybe you'll do a similar project, or that you make something for someone too. So thank you for stopping by. If you like this project, make sure you hit the little like button and leave a comment. And I'd love to hear from you. Thank you again. I hope you have a happy, crafty day. Bye now.